Hazard lies at the bottom of a hill, 100 feet outside the guardrail.
Oh, something broke. Something broke in the car. Oh, my God. Something broke in the car. Man, we got to get him. We got to talk to him, find out what the heck happened there.
Come on, get him in the 4. Get him in the 4. The 3 car's out.
Oh! Big trouble. Big wreck behind them.
Beat him back. Come on.
To the flag.
Come on, Mikey. You got...
During our telecast, tune into Victory Lane at 9 p.m. on Fox Sports Net tonight.
There it looked like when Rusty run up there through the middle, it maybe just took the air off Dale Spohr and got him loose. I don't think anybody got into him at all.
Sterling may have gotten into him just a teeny bit and got him headed up the hill. It's hard to say.
Here's the onboard view.
Those kind of licks are the worst kind. They're sudden.
Inside. Rewind. Inside. Detail.
See, you never had...
The flash of black go back across the track up the hill.
Jason Leffler, top right of your screen, have some trouble off turn number 2 there. He's already made contact with the outside wall. Here comes Jeff Fuller to avoid hitting him right in the door. He turns his car hard left, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to spin it around. He's going to make some awfully hard contact with the inside wall.
Phil couldn't hit it in a worse place. I mean, it was angled to the opening on the pit, inside wall on the backstretch. There's an opening there. Hit at a bad angle, hit flat, right there. Just a bad place to do that. But what Jeff Fuller was trying to do was trying to avoid hitting Jason Leffler. You're thinking it looks like there's a lot of time to make decisions here, but this is a split-second decision, from Jeff Fuller to come. If you'll notice, as he comes into the picture here, he's heading right for the door for Jason Leffler, decides to make a hard left to miss contact with Jason Leffler, and went right into the inside wall, hit it, at exactly the wrong spot where that opening is on that flat contact. And as you know, that
well, here comes Jeff Fuller to avoid hitting him right in the door. He turns his car hard left, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to spin it around. He's going to make some awfully hard contact with the inside wall.
Phil couldn't hit it in a worse place. I mean, it was angled to the opening on the pit, inside wall on the backstretch. Has an opening.
Getting crowded up there in the front right now with the 42. Oh,
whoa,
trouble.
Big crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano.
Oh, man.
Eric Almirola.
Holy smoly.
Oh, man. It looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that...
Oh, man. What a ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think he committed to the outside lane. Pretty big impact by the 43, as you could see.
Regan Smith 7, Keselowski 22, Stewart 33, and contact! Smith turned around. Tony Stewart is going to win this race. And a terrible crash coming to the finish.
This is a big wreck.
Kyle Larson's car with the front end severely torn off. He's bailing out of the car. Part of that car did pierce the catch fencing shy of the start-finish line. You see some of the others involved. McMurray with a head of steam. McMurray, oh, look out, little contact with a 32. McMurray says, hey, I was in front the last time. You took it away from me earlier today. He's going to try and take it away from him. He's hung in the middle. Here comes Keselowski. Got trouble now. Keselowski's got on the hard side. Look out, they're going to go around.
Behind.
Oh, big crash. Oh, and up into the wall. Look out. The caution is out. The race will finish. And it looks like Brad Keselowski is going to get the race win.
Okay, watch the 2 car.
Caused this.
Oh, Meal got into Riggs.
It looked like Riggs had to maybe back out of the throttle a little bit because Kenny Wallace's car washed up as they come off the exit of turn 2 right there, the 48 car. Right here, this is turn 2. Kenny Wallace, the 48 car right there.
Oh, I don't know. It looked like Shane Meal possibly just got into the back of the 10 car.
The 47 car, yeah.
Yeah, got into Riggs. Look at that 2 flipping. Looks like Rusty Wallace's flip in the number 2 Winston Cup car here not many years ago.
And when it hit the grass, it even tumbled more. There's Randy LaJoy. Greg Biffle.
Oh, Biffle.
There's Kerry Earnhardt.
There's everybody. Jack
Sprague, our point leader.
And the track's completely
Tim Sauter. All the Sauters.
I think we did the right thing by saying who wasn't in it.
And because the track's blocked, NASCAR has displayed the red flag because the cars can't even get through on the back stretch.
It appears to me maybe 10 or 12 cars is all that's left. Boy, that 2 car went over big time and then gets hit, tumbles. That car's, look at that thing, Larry. It's turning every which way.
And then the 21.
And then he gets in the grass. Watch this.
Shot across.
Gets hit again.
Johnny Sauter, number 2, out of his car. And okay.
Amazing.
There's Riggs sideways, and he was pretty close up to the wall, Darrell. I guess you don't know if he lost his momentum in his forward bite or if Meal just got into him.
Yeah,
there's no way to tell.
Say. You come off that corner and you can get a really run on a guy in front of you, and you think something happened to him even though maybe it didn't.
And I stand corrected. It did not look like Kenny Wallace's car moved up the racetrack with that shot right there at all.
I think the 47 got into the back of the 10 for whatever reason.
You like lucky numbers? 13 cars made it back to the start-finish line.
Road.
Wow, his car goes upside down and then comes back on the wheels as we see Musgrave's car sliding up against the wall, flames coming from it as he comes across the start-finish line.
Dale Jarrett in the UPS car. There was some talk of whether the team could switch points.
Whoa, guys, whoa. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. I have never seen anything like that in my life.
He hit that wall a ton.
Oh, my gosh.
Michael's moving around in the car. My goodness, that car just hooked, went straight in.
It did that hook and go up the hill, man.
And that was a incredibly hard impact into the safer barrier.
Look at that safer barrier right there, how it just crushed all that stuff.
That is good, though. That means that thing moved.
It's great. It's just incredible how hard it hit.
And then the flipping helped the car dissipate the remaining energy, parts flying off it.
Look at that. Look at that.
Goodness. And wave to the fans.
My goodness.
That says so much for these race cars. It says so much for what these racetracks have done with this safer barrier. That is unbelievable.
And he walked away and waved to the...
It's out of the way now, Cotton Petty.
Oh, and he's upside down. Into the guardrail, side over side, end over end, and Davey Allison.
They work their way through 3 and 4. Into the trial they come. Dale Earnhardt Jr. to the bottom of the track. Jr. will win at Daytona. And the big one happens behind them. Of Austin Dillon into the catch fence. All the crews getting out to that car to assist these drivers. Thumbs going up into that catch fence.
Here we go. You can see him on the bottom. Rex starts in front. He runs in the back of the 24. Gets up on the 11. Now he's on top of the 55. And now it's just a long bit of run. Watch the car stop. Watch the car stop. It gets into those poles. And it goes from, I don't know what, 180, 190 miles an hour, I'm just guessing, to a complete stop. That is unbelievable.
And it looks like that's 3,500 pounds. That stock car is extremely heavy. You see here, after he's upside down, the 2 is spinning Obviously, he's already lost control, makes more contact with the 3. And gets kind of stuck in the middle there. And gets,
oh my God, wait till I show that slow-mo replay.
As he does, he spins back in, gets the 3 airborne, and he just gets projected off the other cars right up into the fence.
He went from the bottom of the racetrack.
Can replay at what has happened out of turn 4.
Richard Petty was running in a pack of cars, and the back end starts to go around, and looks like it might have been tagged by the car number 73 of Phil Barkdahl, and you can see Petty's car just cramming and turning over up against the wall, and other cars coming in. There's Barkdahl hitting him as he came by, and the Eddie Beerswall car hitting one of the tires that came off the car.
From another angle. That looks like the crash at Darlington years ago, Ned.
Fortunately, it was staying on the nose of the car for so long, Ken, so it didn't look like it was really taking hard bounces down onto the pavement.
And it dispels some of the energy. You must remind the viewers that these cars are built to take these kind of crashes. And there's Phil Barkdahl hitting the cement wall right in front of us. Chrome moly frames that serve as a roll cage up under the roof to keep the car from crushing down on the driver.
Let's take a look from Ricky Rudd's vantage point.
You can see the trouble start in front of him there, whether the 73 car hit number 43, the 73 being driven by Phil Barkdahl, or
five fingers signifying 5 laps to go, and one car is just tumbling end over end, side over side. That is Danny Bagwell's car number 10. Al Allison there to the right of him. Let's see if we can see what happened to Danny Bagwell. Wow, the car tumbling side over side. The windshield is gone. Parts and pieces flying off. The tires are gone. The axle, the rear end is gone. Motor parts out of the car. The hood is gone. The roof is gone. And see the roll.
Look at Jarrett in the green car. He jumped down the inside. It's put him up in the 3rd place. A while ago, we saw Jarrett and Earnhardt were capable of pull away a little bit. They're trying to bring it in.
Trouble behind. Rusty Wallace is turning over.
Rusty Wallace, 20 feet in the air, spinning, crashing.
Well, I'll tell you, when they're running that close together and jockeying around position, you just know that things like this are going to happen.
Hay quien ayude a Carlos Pardo. Ahí vienen, vean, 4 filas. Y va a haber bandera blanca. ¡Ahí le pegan a Carlos Pardo! No, qué golpe. ¡Qué golpe! Eso no se vale.
Se acaba de dar un golpe
eso
en la
no
parte,
se
en la
vale.
parte de atrás.
Eso no se vale. Carlos Pardo pegó a más de 200 kilómetros por hora contra la barda.
Llegó ya las
y de lado, ya llegaron las asistencias. Va a estar bien, Carlos. Va a estar bien, Carlos. Ahí está Carlos. ¡Qué accidente!
Está moviendo la...
Bob Jenkins, and welcome to Bristol International Raceway. Last weekend we were at the track too tough to tame, Darlington, and today an equally as tough racetrack. And that was certainly demonstrated yesterday during the running of the Grand National Budweiser 250. Watch the left side of your screen as Michael Waltrip's car hits the end of a cement wall, part of a gate through which passenger cars go to the infield. The car disintegrates upon impact. Somewhere in the debris and the rubble sits Michael Waltrip. The crowd is hushed. Rescuers rush to the car, fearing the worst, that Michael is seriously, if not fatally, injured. They begin to pull away what was the bodywork of the Pontiac Grand Prix. Personally, I was certain that no one could have survived such a horrifying crash as this. Among those concerned, Michael Waltrip's older brother, a race driver himself, Darrell.
I was standing looking right at it, and I couldn't move. I mean, I just froze. I never seen anything like that in my life. The car just disintegrated, and I knew he was in it. And I thought he was hurt. But I walked up there, and the car is gone. Everything's gone, and the roll cage is all bowed up. And I looked at him. He looked up at me and winked. So, Mom, Dad, he's a Waltrip. He's got a pretty hard head.
To Michael Waltrip's car begins to slip and slide on the outside and contacts the concrete wall nearly head-on. The car is sawed in half by that concrete barrier there. One of the most spectacular and violent crashes I have ever seen, Ed Jarrett.
Jerry, I've been involved in auto racing for more than 30 years.
The engine and transmission was torn out of the car, and it spun then wildly down the track as you see here. Coming along was Stan Summers of Savannah in car 27, who hit the car head-on, sending it into the infield. Summers was not injured, nor was Hank Thomas in car 92, who was also involved. But unfortunately, Don McTavish lost his life in this crash.
Just staying up high going in the corner. He's not following the truck in front of him. Don't know what's going on there.
Whoa! Oh, look out! We got trouble. This is going to hurt.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Yep.
Keep your fingers crossed.
And it was so good for so long, it turned into so bad so quickly.
Fractures, and this is how it all happened, Benny Parsons.
About the 6th or 7th place there. There's Jeffrey Bodine, bam, in the outside retaining wall, and watch as he tumbles down the straightaway. Now, again, right, another truck is going to come along and hit him. Here, watch and listen. From Jeffrey Bodine's onboard. Listen. One more angle. Then the Namick, the green car goes down. He and Kurt Busch go up and they touch the 46 of Rob Morgan, and in the outside retaining wall goes Jeffrey Bodine.
The truck comes totally apart. You'll see the motor flying off there on the left upper portion of your screen. It ended up about 300 feet further down the track. One more view. Look how high you got.
I've been around this sport since 1960, and I've never seen a...
One of the cars, number 57, pinned against the wall at the speedway. The roof of the car collapsed, killing the driver, 26-year-old Russell Phillips from Charlotte, North Carolina. The Sportsman Series was begun by the speedway. In 1990.
Russell Phillips. He is from the Mecklenburg County community of Mint Hill. Now, at least 3 other drivers were injured.
Mike Harmon comes off of turn 2, hits the crossover gate, and then slams it.